What's your baseball philosophy? What got you so far?
Hard work. Ever since I was a little kid, my dad always made sure that I was working hard and put the time in. And you know, I believe with hard work, you can just about do anything you want to do. So you just got to put your mind to it and get your mind set on it.
Has professional baseball changed you at all?
I wouldn't say it has. You know, you try to keep your same work ethic, your same mindset. It's just as a little kid, it's still a game. So you know, you try not to let it change you too much.
What round were you drafted?
11.
Now, a lot of times the first round draft picks, once they get into an organization, though, they get passed up by guys like in the 50th round. Why does that happen?
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Like first round draft picks, this guy's supposed to have all this talent in the world, but once they get in an organization after a couple of years, they get passed up by guys drafted in the 50th round.
I mean, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes, you know, others work harder than others. Sometimes, you know, it's not a fit within the organization. There could be a number of things. You know, you do see that happen sometimes.
Now, once you get to spring training, there's a ton of guys at your position. How do you approach that?
You know, I mean, as an athlete, you just try to go about doing your work. You try to focus on what you got to do to prepare for that day. You try not to let all the other stuff, you know, get in your head, or you just got to go out there and do the best you can and let everything fall into place.
I know you only in professional baseball a couple of years, but there's a lot of ups and downs with professional baseball. Like injuries, up and down the organization. Has there been a time you ever wanted to give up baseball?
No, I wouldn't say give up. You know, there's times because baseball's a tough sport, so there's times where you know you can get down on yourself. You can possibly think you're not good enough. You know, you just gotta fight through those. You just gotta keep working. Like I said, hard work. Because not every day is gonna be your best day. So you know you gotta look past the bad ones and you know try to strive for the good ones.
Anything you go to when those situations happen, or just try to work yourself out of it?
For me, I like to work even more on what's going wrong. If it's my swing, I like to work more on my swing. If it's my defense, that's how I cope with it. You know, that's how I go about doing things. You write my name.
What are some things about pro baseball you learned the hard way that nobody told you about?
You're aware with that?
I would say the grind. You know, because we get about one off day a month, so you know you gotta have your body in shape and ready, ready to go. You know, college ball is 4 games a week, so you kind of got in, in the rhythm with that. But you know, 7 days a week it can be tough, and with the travel, late nights, early mornings, it can be tough. So you know that's probably one of the things that I wasn't as prepared for.
Now, once you sign a professional contract, obviously you're a professional baseball player. Was there a moment you could point to before that you knew you were going to play professional baseball?
Not really. You know, I took it year by year. I wasn't a high draft pick. I wasn't a highly scouted player, but you know I just took every opportunity and tried to make it the best.
Do you read the scouting reports, the sports pages, or where they rank you in MLB and all that stuff?
No, I don't read that, so I don't get on the internet and search for that kind of stuff. Because I've heard horror stories that people get on there and read stuff about themselves, and it can be dangerous.
Nobody call you up, mom and dad, or mom call you up and hey, this was what this guy wrote about you?
No, they know better than to do that. They're not too into it. They interact with me, but they don't look into too much of that stuff.
How do you handle the fans? People yelling and screaming at you all the time.
To be honest with you, I don't hear most of them. Every now and then there will be a funny one. I'll hear that, but I just laugh. I mean, I don't take it too serious. I know, they're going to get on you, so whether you do good or you do bad, either way they're going to get on you. So.
How about the umpires? How do you handle the umpires?
The umpires, I mean, they can miss calls. It's not, nobody's perfect, so you kind of just got to realize that. Sometimes in the heat of the battle it's tough. Sometimes you want a call to go your way, maybe you're struggling. But you just got to realize that they're not going to be perfect. Everybody misses a pitch or a call, or So.
How long did it take you to realize that they're going to miss a call and they're not perfect?
each year I get a little more. As I get older, I realize a little more. But there's been times where I've probably mishandled a situation, but you just gotta learn from them and try to do better next time.
What would you tell a high school kid about professional baseball if he asked you?
That it's a grind. It's not it's not everything. It's not a lot of people see it as they just go out there and play and they're good and they don't practice, but a lot of people don't realize that we're at the ballpark 6 hours before the game prepping and getting ready and doing early work and working on our craft. And so that's what I would tell them, because as a high school player I didn't know that they put so much time and effort into it.